Hello, good to see you. So we're talking about the Artisan Path here on Bastion and what it's all about and why you'd want to join. So for those who feel like they are naturally artistic, they either are good at art, they would like to get good at art, or they admire art even if they can't make it themselves. Something about creating something beautiful with your hands or with your mind. Maybe you like to sing or cook. Just to create something beautiful and something that can move other people and add some light to the world. That's what this path is about. So that's a very vague way to say what we do, but I'll show you an example. So one thing we do on this path is we teach people how to create what I call sigils, or essentially it's a sigil. So what these do is they have this miraculous ability to affect energy and to affect consciousness just by looking at them. So it's a brand new thing that I haven't really seen anywhere else. So it's quite an exciting thing to be a part of. We already have a few Bastion members who are making their own sigils, which have had very surprising effects for a number of us. So it's a brand new thing, really, even to me and to many of us. So if you want to join in and be a part of this interesting movement of art, definitely take a look. I got some examples for you, actually. So sigils, for example, they can be very small and they can fit on a single piece of paper. And you'll notice a lot of very interesting geometries and lines and little things like that. Of course, we got a bit more exuberant and I guess you could call it jazzy. So some pretty wild stuff can result, and these all have very interesting effects on certain types of people, on certain environments, on certain energetic situations, and all you have to do is look at them, and all other people have to do is see them. It gets pretty wild, actually. You can have some that look just, it defies explanation. I actually made this guy for a very special purpose, and you can learn how to make these too. As you can tell, it doesn't take incredible skill. They're honestly, my lines aren't super straight. There's various issues artistically, but energy-wise, very tangible stuff. And here's a most recent one, which I think is close to being finished, but you can kind of get an idea that, there's no rules. Anything goes. So there's a couple of examples of geometries, which I call sigils, that can affect energy and people as well. And if you're curious, sigur is an Icelandic word, which means victory. So victory sigils, you could call them. So we'll be covering that and how to best use these sigils, but that's not the only thing we'll be discussing. I will also teach how you can make your own ether, okay? That's a pretty big deal because there are very few people in the world who currently can make ether. And I don't tell anyone how to do this on my website or in any of my documents or texts or videos. So if you're eager to make your own ether and not only make the ether that I have created and copy my recipes and copy my variants, you can learn how to make your own variants, make your own types of ether. And you might be asking, why is this on the artisan path and not, say, the engineering path or some other path? Because to be honest, creating ether is very much an artistic ordeal. It's very much diving into yourself and diving into the very heart of what you're trying to accomplish and spreading that out and laying it out in a way that it can be programmed onto resin as it cures. So it teaches you how to take your ideas and your ambitions and what you want ether to feel like and how to turn that into physical steps and how to actually make an ether and how to pick the right ingredients or even the right colors to accomplish that. And you can make your own ether. So it's pretty interesting. Of course, it won't happen overnight. You do have to learn some important skills. So to get you started on that, you would learn how to program other things. You can learn how to program, say, crystals, or learn how to program water, or program anything, really. Metals can also be programmed. So you can learn how to boost your intention and learn how to think up a program and then how to bestow that upon an item. eventually working your way up to making your own Aether variants and your own Aether programs and creating your own Aether. And if you wish, you can market your own Aether through my website, and every purchase that is made from that variant, you would get a portion of. So by learning this skill, you could be making money off it. And not only that, you're helping other people and sharing your very tangible art with the world. So amazing good can come of this, and you're also going to make some money from it. So it's worth the fee to come and join. And speaking of that, there is a fee to join the Artisan Path. So it is a paid monthly venture, but with the potential to make your own money back and to be able to learn these skills and to actually learn different forms of art that maybe you are not used to. And if you're not good at art or any kind of art currently, you might be a natural at this stuff, okay? So you'll learn how to draw and shape and create programs for energy that match certain emotions and feelings. You can bottle joy, and you can stopper whatever sort of feeling you want. Maybe triumph, or maybe whimsical nature, you know. So you can crystallize an emotion and really create something that is entirely yours, and it would make an amazing gift to loved ones, family, and of course to the world, and you can make a profit off it. So there's many exciting reasons to be a part of this path, many ways you can empower yourself, you can take care of yourself, create your own abundance, and work with other artists to kind of bolster this field, because it's very much still in development, and there's a lot of new stuff happening here. And finally, just like the other paid paths, there is a weekly artisan blitz that happens where we all come together and maybe we draw a sigil together, or someone can provide a topic and I can show how I would draw a sigil, or how I would think up a etheric variant that would help to match that or aid with that. So we would also have weekly gatherings where we can bolster our skills and kind of share our ideas and push these fields even further. And for everything that you contribute, I will find ways for you to be compensated for it. So you'll be respected, and you'll get the admiration and the knowledge that you were responsible for it. So you'll be making a name for yourself in a brand new field of art that is also therapeutic and empowering. So very exciting stuff. So if you're not sure that you want to pay for this, you may want to check out the free BASTION path, which I've called the Aetheretics path. And this is where you learn how to perceive and conduct subtle energy through your body through the use of an Aether tool, which is called Aether. And you'll also learn how to send this at a distance. So you'll learn how to push energy, not just within eyesight, but many miles or even thousands of miles away. So it really opens your eyes to what's possible with energy. And by having an open mind and seeing that anything is possible, you'll be further inspired to create art and make things that can do the impossible, because that's what we're doing here, is the impossible, and we're doing it through art. And honestly, it's my dream that in the coming years, artists and artisans and creative types are not slammed and restricted to a career at a bookstore or a career where they can barely make ends meet. And instead, they are respected as master programmers and creators who can make therapeutic and entertaining and joyous creations that can really tangibly change people's lives just by looking at it or just by holding it. It really is the next frontier of art, and you can be a part of it. So if it sounds like your kind of thing, please join us, and we'd be happy to have you. Take care.